Tommy Walsh here for Volkswagen Ask Swan. We've got your questions ready, so let's see who's up this week. And this week we have Dan Hannebery, so we have your questions ready, so let's see who's up. Dan, your first question is from Max Bird. He says, what goes through your mind when you decide to put your body on the line in a marking contest?
I just try and keep my eye on the ball, and generally you're getting caught in by a few of your teammates, which makes it easier. And I just try and position my body and try and either have a crack at a mark or influence the contest for my team.
Good stuff. The next question is from Tom Perks. He asks, what is the worst injury you've ever had?
The worst injury, probably my shoulder popping out and taking a while to get it back in, and then having to have a reconstruction at the end of the year. So that's probably the worst I've ever had. Touch wood, no more.
Jane Vinton asks, she says, hey Hanners, you're looking lean and fit. Were you on an extreme fitness regime over the off-season? Now I know you were on holidays in Vegas and New York and a few more places. What was the fitness regime like over there?
Yeah, I went to overseas with a few of the boys, and I can't say for the first 2 weeks there was much fitness going on. I think a few of us went for a run around Central Park, and me and kids nearly died, I think, in that 10-minute run we had to do. But it was good to get away with the guys, and I suppose we had a few weeks of running after that and came back, and we had a pretty good pre-season. So we train most days in the pre-season, which is allows us to get pretty fit.
Good stuff. The next question is from Izzy Schiff. He says, if you had the option to either kick a goal or talk in order to save your life, which would you pick?
A lot of people would say I'd talk to save my life, but as Josh Kennedy tells me, I generally talk without thinking. So in that case, I'd probably rather kick a goal to save my life.
Our next question is from Joel Manasala. He says, you obviously stick your tongue out a lot during games. Any of your teammates ever make fun of you for your unique mannerism? Are you giving a bit of...
Yeah, look, I'd probably take that celebration back if I could, but I was just in the moment at that time. I like to get the tongue out. Don't know where it's come from. I know my grandpa used to do it when he was a kid, but it's probably a bad habit that I won't be able to change. But it's just a habit's probably going to stay with me for a few more years yet.
Valerie asks, she says, why was everyone trying to target you at the team paintball during the pre-season?
Oh, there'd be a few reasons. I suppose I give it out a fair bit to the boys and they give it back in spades, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think I've probably made a few enemies over the time, but there's no doubt I gave them, got a few shots in, which was nice and felt pretty good.
A question from Reynolds Stephen. He asks, are you really the coach's pet? The other boys always seem to be giving it to you in the media about it.
I'll crush that question, yeah. Nah, they're certainly not a coach's pet. I don't know where that's come from, but that's probably a few other guys just trying to have another cheap shot or whatnot. But not a coach's pet. Don't know where that's come from.
Emily Louise Smith, she says, hey Hanners, who is the most annoying and who is the most funniest at the club?
Most annoying would have been Kieran Jack a few years ago, but it's definitely Jed Lamb now. He just gets under your skin. He likes to chuck out a few comments, so he can get quite annoying. And what was the other question?
Who's the funniest?
Who's the funniest?
There aren't many candidates, really.
There are not many candidates, I tell you. People throw out jokes every day and they're not funny, but I do find Mitch Morton's humour quite funny at times.
Thanks for all the great questions. To get involved, use the hashtag VWAskASwan on Twitter, like us on Facebook, or log on to sydneyswans.com.au. I'll see you next week.